Okay, so now we're going to keep working on our spring blossom book. So we've done 2 pages and today we're doing the 3rd page. So before we start, let's start singing the songs that we've done. Again, remember we would have done this, I want you to learn them in case we get to come back for our tea party. If we don't have a tea party, I already had a thought what we could do. We could have a Zoom tea party. We'll figure out how to do that. I have a little pussy, her coat is silver gray. She lives in the meadow, not so far away. She'll always be a pussy, she'll never be a cat, because she's a pussy willow. Now what do you think of that? Meow, 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 scat, cat. So there's our pussy willow that we made. I hope yours turned out nicely. And here's my real pussy willow from my backyard. It's so soft. Sweet kitty, soft kitty, little ball of fur. Fluffy kitty, quiet kitty, purr, purr, purr. When we're at school, usually I say to you, you can touch it on your face a little bit to feel how soft it is. And I bring in a branch for everyone to try. Maybe when you're out on a walk, you might find pussy willows. They're all over the place. That tells me spring is coming. Spring is coming, how do I know? The pussy willows told me. Spring is coming, how do I know? The silver pussy willows told me so. So then the next page we made was our beautiful cherry blossoms. Remember I said that's where cherries come from. The cold winter has passed and now comes spring. The newly hatched baby birds cause mother bird to sing. The warm sun comes out, little cherry blossoms are in bloom. Beautiful blossoms will open and smell of sweet perfume. So today, you're not going to believe it. Our song sings about what? Popcorn. So I hope you have popcorn at home. I hope Mommy can make you some popcorn or Daddy. I got some popcorn from this bag. I just bought some. And the song goes like this. Oh, I looked out the window and what did I see? Popcorn popping on my apricot tree. Spring had brought me such a nice surprise. Popcorn popping right before my eyes. I can take an armful and make a treat. A popcorn ball that would smell so sweet. It wasn't really so, but it seemed to be. Popcorn popping on my apricot tree. Now, we actually went to the store, Mr. Freer did, thank you so much, looking for apricots, but there's no apricots right now at the store. Because usually I bring in apricots and we all get to taste a little apricot. So it's a little round fruit and it's orange, but maybe if Mom or Dad the next time they're grocery shopping, maybe they could buy a little jar of apricot jam so you could have a taste to see if you like it. Or get some dried apricots. They're full of vitamin C, because it's nice to give you ideas of taste and different things. But an apricot tree, before it gets the apricots on it, when it blossoms, the blossoms actually look like popcorn. Can you believe that? A tree that looks like popcorn? They're so beautiful. So today, to do the apricot tree, I'm just going to use, for my branches, a marker, a smelly marker. And so that, I won't have to wait for it to dry, will I? So I'm just gonna draw my branches. Draw my branches. So I did my straight one first for the trunk. Now to glue on popcorn, you need white glue because popcorn's tricky to glue on because it's heavy. So I'm just gonna put on some glue first. I like squishing glue. Makes me, my muscles have to work hard, I have to press. So press and stop. If I do that, maybe it won't be so much of a mess. I bet you your mom and dad might make extra popcorn and maybe you can have it for a snack if you're allowed it. I know Mr. Freer's gonna eat our popcorn for snack. Are you gonna eat it, Mr. Freer?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. He likes popcorn. All right, so here we go. Just press it on. Isn't that funny? A popcorn tree? It's not really a popcorn tree. Do you remember what it's called? Apricot. And apricots are orange. Maybe your mommy or daddy has apricots at home and you don't even have to go buy it. Maybe you like apricots. Maybe you know what they taste like already. Apricots, when they're sweet, when they're in season, are really sweet. Apricot jam is yummy. It's yummy on toast. Sometimes I buy orange popcorn, but it's getting harder to find orange popcorn. Cheesy popcorn, because apricots are orange, but actually on the blossoms are pretty white when you look at them. One time, I have to say a shout out to Ottawa. We went to Ottawa one year at this time of the year, and we went to a beautiful outdoor market, and I bought apricot blossoms, and I brought cherry blossoms, and I got forsythias, and I got to bring them to school to show the children the real blossoms. And ever since then, I look everywhere. Brampton does not have spring blossoms. I've gone and hunted high and low. So sometimes I even put out a word to my parents. If you have any grandparents or fruit trees in your backyard, bring the blossoms to school. So when you're out walking, point out the fruit blossoms to your children, because they probably haven't noticed them before. And first come the blossoms, and when the blossoms fall off, next come the leaves. All right, let's have our story now. And this story is called The Garden in Our Yard. And I bet lots of people will have beautiful gardens this year because we're all having to stay at home. We have to self-isolate to stay safe and to not get ill. We've been working in our backyard a little bit. So look, there's a mom and a dad, and it looks like 2 kids in a wheelbarrow. Oh, and I see some beautiful tulips, and I see a beautiful butterfly. It's spring again. The ground warms up, and life begins to stir. The beetles, the bugs, and the butterflies begin to buzz and whirl. Oh, this is a rhyming story. The ground is hard. We break it up with shovels, rakes, and hoes. The soil feels soft and smells so nice as breezes start to blow. So look, he's hoeing. Remember in our April song we say the farmers now are hoeing? That's what hoeing looks like. He's breaking up the ground to make it soft. I don't know why, we'll find out. But look at the beautiful tulips back here. Pretty soon the tulips should be blooming in your yards or your neighbors' yards. We dig and bend and push and pull, get dirty, tired, and sore. This work is hard, but it feels so good. Tomorrow we'll do more. So look at the beautiful, these are beautiful spring flowers called daffodils. I brought daffodils to school this week to show you in the pot. So we've got our daffodils at our school too to show you. And this beautiful bush is called a forsythia. Can you say that? Forsythia. Forsythia. Tomorrow we're going to do a forsythia bush. And forsythias are just bright, bright yellow. So you keep your eyes open for forsythia bushes now. Oh, there's some more forsythia bushes. Don't they look gorgeous? The soil's prepared when spring's bright sun warms up the Mother Earth. We plant our seeds and then wait for the miracle of birth. We can't plant seeds yet in Brampton. It's too early. We're still getting frost. We don't usually plant our seeds until May. But in some places in the States, they're already planting their seeds. And these flowers, they're purple lilacs. Lilacs come bloom in June for us. Oh, look at all the things you can grow from seeds. Who sees a pumpkin? Who sees broccoli? Who sees tomatoes and who sees watermelon? All those things can grow from seeds, but they don't actually bloom until the end of summer, middle of summer, even fall time. Watermelon, broccoli, and pumpkins fat and round, all these and more will grow up from our seeds from beneath the ground. You see, they haven't grown yet. What are they doing? Can you see what they're doing? Did you say they're watering? You were right. And you just have to give them sprinkles, because if you put the hose on, it's going to, the baby seeds are very fragile, it would push them away. The seeds lie in the darkness. We water from above. Now we must wait until they sprout into the foods we love. So look, they did rows. They put their seed pictures and they've done rows and rows. We cannot see the little roots that push out from the seeds. They spread into the rich black earth to get the food they need. So if we could see below the earth, we would see that there's worms that tunnel. There's a little mole, he's tunneling. Look, there's a little mole babies, all under the ground. This is an onion growing, and guess what this is? We call it a weed, a dandelion. People don't like the dandelions in their gardens because it takes the food from the plants they're trying to grow. Oh, do anyone remember the name of this bird? We talked about it earlier this week and last week. That's a robin. And the robin's sitting in the cherry tree. There's the cherry blossoms like you made. Did you see they have 5 circles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like yours did with your potato. As robin sings and sparrow chirp, we see 2 tiny leaves appear above the places where we planted all our seeds. So they're being patient and they're seeing the plants are sprouting. This is a robin. Today I saw a robin singing in a tree, and this is what the robin said to me. Help me sing it. Cheerly, 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 chee. Oh, I'm a happy robin, redbreast singing in my tree. What do you see here? Look at the big web. The leaves unfold to face the sun, which makes them turn bright green. Up pop 2 more, then 24 can easily be seen. The garden's always changing. We go there every day. We pull the weeds and water and chase the bugs away. It's lots of work. It's lots of fun. They're being a family. They're helping each other. They're cooperating. There are lots of good things growing. The waiting part is hard. At last it's time for picking from the garden in our yard. We find bright red tomatoes and crooked yellow squash, a black eggplant, long green beans, and carrots we must wash. We had carrots in our picture last week, in our bunny picture. Oh, spring becomes the summertime, and summer turns to fall. The squirrels hide nuts, and leaves fall down. We hear the black crow call. Do you remember a long time ago when we were the crows in the Scarecrow song? Caw, caw, caw. Are there some acorn nuts? There are. There's some little acorn nuts. The growing season's over. The plants begin to die. A cool wind tells tomato leaves to wave their last goodbye. Can you tell what time of the year it is? Do you think they're doing yoga? Is he doing the lion pose and the cow pose? Or do you think they're dressed up for Halloween? I think they're dressed for Halloween. And we feel sad to see it end. We loved our garden so, but we all know it needs to sleep beneath the cold white snow. One day we put our sweaters on to walk the garden path. We see the cold, hard, frozen ground, but we begin to laugh. For soon we know that spring will bring the sun and gentle rain, and we will take our tools and seeds and garden once again. Do you know what they're looking at? They're looking at the crocuses. Do you remember this week on the very first day of spring, I showed you the crocuses in my garden. My crocuses were purple and white, and there was one tiny golden one. So crocuses are one of the first flowers that bloom in the spring. Spring is coming, how do I know? The crocuses told me so. Spring is coming, how do I know? The green grass told me so. Spring is coming, how do I know? Daffodils told me so. Bye-bye for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's math day. Bye-bye.